I began hanging out with groups of teenagers I'd never been around before.
Hey, it's free time.
They were rebellious and never studied. They also would drink.
What? Weird.
Yo, what's up, guys? You're watching Mike and Anthony. We have a special video for you guys today. Imagine if your dad split up from your mom, and then after the divorce, he wants to go start dating again, but the girl he's dating is younger than you. Okay, all right.
I'm back.
Why did I have to ask?
Is this me again? What? Shit.
What did I have to
My
ask?
story times? Oh, wait, what? It's a girl's
My dad
perspective?
told me he had found a new girlfriend named Jenny. I was so
One of
excited
those.
for him because after my parents' divorce, he was really depressed. So it was about time he moved on and found new happiness. But then he dropped a huge bombshell. He said Jenny was moving in with us because she couldn't afford to pay rent while she was going to college. My jaw dropped. What? College? I asked my dad how old Jenny was. He said 21.
That dude's hard.
Stop.
That dude is me.
What kind of dad wants to date a girl younger than his own daughter? I was so creeped out, but I didn't say anything.
Wait, how old is the
What?
I
dad?
tell my dad how he should live his life.
He's probably like in
The
his
next
40s.
day, Jenny arrived at our home with a big suitcase. My dad opened the door and they immediately started kissing. It was so
Stop,
gross.
stop.
Hard.
Jenny
Stop,
had her
Anthony.
hands on my dad's
Oh,
ass.
That girl is hard. Yo, this is hard as fuck.
After they had finished, Jenny took a look at her home and said, "Yeah, I guess it's okay for now." Wow, what a bitch.
She's hard.
And the next day while eating dinner, she told me, "I'm so glad your dad takes care of me. I could never have a job while going to school. College is really hard, you know." Ugh, jeez. This made me angry because when I went to college, my dad made me get a part-time job because he insisted I pay him rent.
Well,
And it
she's
was
paying a different way.
Oh my god.
My dad had lots of debt, and I wanted to make things easier for him. But then Jenny started talking about how my dad bought her a new $15,000 car.
Sometimes I'm
And that's
hard.
when I lost all respect.
Oh
for him.
my god.
Couldn't he see that she was only using him for his money? She was rude, self-absorbed, and selfish. I wish my dad would see what she was really like and leave her, but it soon became clear that she was going to stay. For example, she's always asking my dad to take her to Hawaii. She talks about how it's the most beautiful
What the hell's
island
that,
in the
Stitch?
world and it would be
Yeah.
really romantic, but I know she only wants to take pictures for her Instagram. Then there was the time she wore my shirt. I wanted to slap her, but I managed to stay polite. I told her, "That's my shirt. Wear it today if you would like, but I need it back, and please wash it first. I'd really appreciate it." But she just laughed and said, "This old rag? I should have guessed it was yours."
What is this, a Pokemon battle now? What the hell's going on?
Ugh, she hates me just as much as I hate her. And I'm pretty certain she uses my body lotion and shampoo too. The really nice, expensive stuff I order online. She behaves as if my dad's apartment is hers. And maybe it is. I mean, why am I still living here anyway? My job pays me enough to get my own place, and my dad doesn't have time for me anymore. So maybe I'm just the annoying adult daughter who won't move out of her dad's home. Maybe Jenny would be nicer if I wasn't living here anymore. Well, that's why I'm searching for my own apartment now. The thought of living on my own was scary at first, but I asked my best friend to move in with me. She said yes, and we're planning to have lots of cool movie nights, and we might even go on some
What
double
happened
dates
to
together.
Anthony?
I was the dad.
I know, whatever happened to you?
Change. Thanks for listening.
all know
and
what
please
happened to me.
subscribe to share my story.
Oh, wait, what? That was...
I went to Hawaii.
Stop. Oh my god. The next video we're gonna watch is my secret relationship with my super attractive teacher.
Oh, I remember.
You remember? Oh my god, okay.
I guess we have to go back to my history.
I have a confession to make. I have a secret relationship with my hot teacher. I was
Stop.
very lucky as
Stop,
a child.
Anthony.
I would always be one of the most popular kids in school.
Yeah,
I also had the best grades every single year.
I don't know about that, partner.
It was a breeze going through primary and middle school. Even high school was easy at first. I got along with most everyone, and girls thought I was handsome. So I used
bet.
dates
Oh
whenever
my
I wanted,
God.
and always got picked first during gym class.
Yeah,
My
well,
parents were not so laid back as I was, though. They were really strict and would never be happy with anything less than perfection. That made the time I spent at school so much better than the one I spent with them at home. When I was in school with my friends, everything was perfect. Teachers loved me.
Hella love.
Oh my god.
During lunch break, I'd sit with my best friends and joke around. I did well in every single class, and, though I studied, I didn't have to struggle with any subject. However, when I arrived home, my parents began bugging me. Every single small detail had to be perfect in our home. That meant I had to make my bed every morning.
Hey, that's my life.
Eat everything they cooked,
Oh,
no matter if I
wow.
didn't like it, and
Scary.
get nothing but straight A's. Even a B was unacceptable, and
Okay, I
I'd
don't
been
know about that
grounded for a
part.
long time. Imagine if I were to arrive home with an F. My parents would have killed me.
You just do a
They
TikTok
got
hack and
mad
turn it
my
into an A.
clothes and my room
It's
wasn't
easy.
all- I mean, they clearly loved me and cared for me deeply. I understand they were raising me the best way they knew how, but it was a bit too much for me. I felt like I never had any leeway when it came to my parents. Mistakes simply weren't permitted. You can imagine the stress I was put through every single day, so it's no wonder I preferred being at school, or that I found any excuse to spend time in my friends' homes. I tried talking to my parents about it, but they explained that they knew best, and that one day I'd understand.
I'm starting to see
and
a
I'd be
theme in
really
these
grateful
animated
then.
stories.
I thought they were ignoring
Oh, yeah.
my feelings, and that led me to making the first big mistake of my young life. I wanted to rebel against them a bit, and that's when I began hanging out with the wrong crowd at school.
Oh, I thought this was gonna take a
Don't be
different
the
turn.
right.
Tried to move us to the other side of the country, without even asking what I felt about it. One day, Mom announced she had gotten a great job offer and that we'd be moving in a week's time. I had to give up everything I had in my hometown, my friends, my girlfriend, everything I had known. I told them I didn't want to
girlfriend.
start anew during my senior year
Oh,
at high
hard.
school, but they told me it was for the best. We'd be living in a bigger house and have more money to enjoy our free time.
Sounds hard.
The problem was that with my parents, I rarely had free time. Not if they were around. So when I started my senior year in a brand new city
Hard.
and a brand new school,
Hard.
I decided I wanted to do something different. Something that would annoy my
Something
parents.
different,
I began
huh?
hanging out with groups of teenagers I'd never been around before.
Hey, it's free
They
time.
were rebellious and never studied. They also would drink.
What? Weird.
Whoa, I didn't know that kids do that these
They
days.
were always talking back to the teachers and skipping class. I felt they were so cool, and they gave me the freedom to actually make mistakes. I now understand how much I was messing with my future by hanging out with them, but back then it didn't matter to me. I let myself be influenced by them, and I stopped making an effort as well. They prompted me to skip class with them. and
Yo,
we'd
this
spend
is
the
this
whole
is
day
high
doing
school, bro.
nothing,
I mean,
just hanging
you're
around,
supposed to mess up in
talking
high
and
school. That's the
drinking.
well, not badly,
was
but I mean, you're
really
supposed to
You're supposed to
mess.
mess up
Looking back,
freshman
I
to
can't believe I let
junior
them
because the
pressure
only
me
thing that
into
matters is
everything I
senior,
did
yeah.
during that year.
Just don't get straight F's and you're fine.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad were working so hard that they struggled to keep me in check as they had until we moved.
Yeah,
Alright.
My
boy.
grades got so bad that
Oh, you could've
even
made
with
that
my
D into an
previous
A.
history,
For
I
real,
wouldn't be
just-
graduating at the end of the school year. When my teacher told me this, I completely freaked out. It was one thing to hang out with a few slackers, but if my parents realized I wasn't going to be graduating, they'd kill me.
Ooh.
I met with the school's principal.
you not do
and
your
begged
senior
for a second
project?
chance. I
my
explained how
God.
I had ambitions to get
Hey, I
into a
still
top-tier
graduated, I just
college,
didn't do it till the
and
last
up until
minute.
that year,
That is true.
I had the grades and behavior to achieve it. He looked at my record and agreed that I had been an amazing, hardworking student up until I began hanging out with the wrong crowds. He explained that I would be given a chance to make up for the credit I was missing, but I wouldn't get a third chance. If I didn't get it right this time, it was game over. I immediately agreed and promised I would work really hard. So it was decided that I should stay after school and recover the credit I was
Oh,
missing.
I remember those classes
If I
too.
managed to show improvement before the school year was over, then I'd be able to graduate with the rest of my class, and it wouldn't affect my grades. This meant that I could actually get into a great college and make my parents
True.
proud after all. I felt so relieved, but annoyed at the same time.
And then your after-school teacher came.
I know, I'm waiting for the teacher part. I forgot all about that.
What I could have never imagined was that I would meet the love of my life
Oh,
in that
God.
after-school program. I walked into the classroom, and there she was, perfect from head to toes.
Oh,
The
yeah.
most gorgeous
Oh,
woman
my
I had
God.
ever seen.
Yeah, she was. I
must have
remember.
stared openly at her because she laughed and asked me to take a seat.
Yeah.
Her laughter was stunning, and I couldn't help
Tell
my
her
God.
to
Oh
take a
my
seat
God.
too.
Oh my God.
I realized right that instant that love at first sight was absolutely real. She had dark brown hair and big green eyes.
Yeah, she
Her
did.
smile was beautiful, and she was so sweet and caring.
She's a teacher, dog. That's her job.
She asked me why I had to take these classes, and I explained the mistakes I had made. I told her all about how my parents were so strict and how I just wanted to rebel once in my life. I knew I had messed up and wanted to fix it, so it wouldn't affect my future. Surprisingly, she understood completely.
Yeah, she did.
Samantha told me she didn't believe that a student should be judged by just a handful of grades. She always focused more on the overall effort they had made through the year. I was so relieved and felt like I had found someone I could confide in. So, as the days went by, we began growing really close to each other. Samantha loved talking to me.
Yeah, she did.
She helped me study and complete my homework.
Oh my God.
She also wanted to know about me and my life.
She definitely wanted to know about
be
me.
there for me, and I fell more and more in love with her as time went by. I wanted so badly to be her boyfriend, but I couldn't imagine a woman like her paying any attention to me.
Oh my God, Anthony.
Shit.
Samantha had graduated 3 years prior. She was really young. I think she was only 26 when we first met. Every student in
26.
school seemed to be in love with the hot young teacher, but she didn't pay them as much attention as she did me.
Oh, yeah?
One day, I couldn't
I
stop
know,
myself
I-
any longer. I confessed my feelings for her and asked her to go on a date with me. She looked surprised at first, and I thought that she would scold me. Instead, Samantha kissed me.
Oh,
I
shit.
melted
That
Dude,
was hard.
stop.
the best moment of my entire life.
Oh, so hard.
Samantha and I talked after that. She explained that she really liked me back, but that we couldn't let anyone know about us. If someone found out, not only would she lose her job, she might also be sent to jail for a long time. I didn't want to get
Oh,
her
boy.
in any trouble, so of course I
So this is how
promised
this goes.
I wouldn't tell a soul. Samantha and I began seeing each other regularly after school. We also kissed in the classroom when
Damn.
no one else
Hard.
was around.
You know there's cameras in the classroom, right?
Not when I put a bag over it.
And wanted to spend our whole lives with each other. Sam and I began making plans for after I graduated. She promised she'd move close to the college I ended up being accepted into,
Damn,
and
she
we'd
hard.
make our love
She's
public
hard.
there. My parents never discovered what was going on with me and Sam. She pretended to be just another teacher to me whenever someone was around. I was one
So
of the
hard.
few students who claimed she wasn't really that hot. I needed to pretend I didn't like her after all. I wouldn't have been able to hide my feelings for her if I began speaking of how beautiful she was. We've been dating for 3
I was
whole
smart back
months,
then.
and I'll be
I was smart.
graduating next week. Thanks to Sam, not only did I earn my missing credit, but I actually improved my grades massively.
Yeah,
The
you improved
principal
something
was
else too,
proud.
huh?
I'm a bit worried about graduating because that means soon I'll have to tell my parents about my relationship with Sam. They know her as my teacher, so
yeah?
it's not like I can claim she is someone I met at college. That's going to be a really awkward conversation, but I hope
Shit.
they'll
Oh, he
Not
hasn't
really.
told her?
Sam and I are in love, and I'm not breaking up with her, no matter what my parents think about our relationship.
Yeah?
At least I'll be away at college and not living under their roof.
So what's up, Anthony? What's with you and your teacher, huh?
There are hotter girls in college.
If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like,
She only used me
subscribe.
for my grades.
Anthony, she's the teacher. She doesn't need your grades.
It's weird like that, huh? Shit.
Guys, leave down in the comments below. How do these people keep getting Anthony's story? I don't understand.
I'm sorry, Shadi. You really came all this way to see me?
I'll see you guys in another video. Peace out.
You can't help me anymore with my grade.
No, stop.